that have been following me, I don't care if you move or not. Right? If you feel like lying down and enjoying the sun or the shade or listening to the birds and totally ignoring me, I am cool with that. Um, I'll suggest some stuff. I'll see how everybody's moving, and I'll go with the flow. I'll give as many options as possible, and I don't want you, at the end of the class. No, you still have time. You still have time. But you could listen to me. No, but I don't want you at the end of the practice to come and see me and say, I'm sorry I didn't do everything, and I couldn't do this or I couldn't do that, and it breaks my heart when somebody does that. I'm like, you tortured yourself the entire time instead of just going, you know what? So my body doesn't let me do this. It lets me do this, and just enjoy it, right? Who cares? I'm not looking at, like, the camera's not recording you. And really, I seriously don't care how you move. I will care about keeping you safe, though. So, when I give cues very often, is to help people kind of go, okay, well, that might be a little bit on the dangerous side. So maybe take your foot away from around your head, kind of thing. That's what I'm going to focus on, is making sure that you're safe. But, some people can, you can get to a point where you overanalyze everything. It's like, well, am I in the right position? Well, I could tear your position apart, compared to a picture perfect kind of thing. But why? If you're happy and having fun, who cares if your pose is, your hand's different? Okay? Let's have fun playing yoga, and I'm going to recommend that we just sit our butts down, have a seat. I'm probably not going to do all the poses, right? Because I'm going to probably walk around and see how you're doing. So what I'd like you to do is get into that mindset of, you don't have to look at me to get inspiration on what to do. You can just listen and enjoy. And you know what? Sometimes you get into this mode where you're starting to do a move and it inspires you to do something else. And I'm going to encourage you to go there, right? Just, if your body's saying, I want to lie down, lie down. Okay? So if you haven't already done so, I'd say close your eyes, but there's so many beautiful trees to look at that there's nothing wrong with having a nice, soft focus and get into that. You're staring at a blade of grass and everything else around. The sounds get amplified. There's some cool stuff happening. So let's take a couple of breaths and come into your space. Notice the sounds. Notice the pleasant ones and notice the ones that distract you. As you exhale, just let it go. Let go of physical tension. Let go of mental busyness. Start to focus on your breath. So the sounds around you are going to continue. Notice them on the periphery. But then really notice what your breathing's all about. So now that you've noticed that you do breathe, I'm going to get you to start to refine it. Please send the breath into your belly, meaning just let the Buddha belly stick out. Let it go. You don't have to force it to move, but just let it go. Now see if you can get the breath to open your ribs, meaning the ribs that are pasted down by your waist. Let them expand like umbrellas. Let them open up. Feel your bra strap getting tighter on the inhale, and on the exhale, feel it getting looser. And of course, if you're not wearing a bra, it's the t-shirt that's getting tighter or looser. See if you can even out the breath. 4 counts in, 4 counts out. Your count can be slow or fast depending on what your breath requirements are. Now with the same count, can you bring in more air and let go of more air? Can you feel that you're going to your edge, where you almost feel like, I can't sip any more air in, and I can't let go of any more air? Now let's take a really big breath and exhale through your mouth and make some noise. Roll your shoulders if you'd like. Big breath. Exhale. Good. Reach for the sky. Spread your fingers. Move them around. Reach alternating. Take a deeper breath. Sip in even more. And let it go with a big sigh. Good. Roll your shoulders a little bit more. Wiggle around. And let's come to tabletop so that you'll be on all fours. And then start to wiggle. I will always call this get your, inner Shakira out until I, know another chick that moves as well as her. Right? Move around. Gently, round and arch, wiggle, drop your bum, lift your bum, drop your head, lift your head. Just have a wonderful sensual experience here. Fabulous. You're going to set your right hand on the ground, so I'm not mirroring you. Try and figure out your right and your left on your own. Right hand down, left arm's going to open up and go look at the sky. Go look at the leaves above you. And let's thread the needle. So the hand goes through and you rotate down. Let's do that 3 more times. Rise it up, big breath. Exhale through. Follow your own breath for the next 2. Well, every time, actually. Give it a good exhale when you get down there. When you rise, sip that air in just a little bit more. And once you've threaded this last time, you're going to pause for a moment and enjoy the world from this angle. Let's come back to center and let's push ourselves to downward facing dog. Bend your knees and then lift your bum and move and pedal around. Of course, if you're not a fan of down dog, you can go into child's pose and wiggle. And then bit by bit, let's thread the needle on the other side. So left hand down, right hand rises, reach, look up, take a moment, and then thread. Let's repeat 3 more like that. Give it a good rotation. Once you've done 3, don't rush it. You're going to pause for a moment and enjoy the view from there. Breathe. Do your best not to hold your breath. Can you relax down? Fabulous. Let's go to downward facing dog. Move around. Again, if down dog is not your friend, this moving child is wonderful as well. Pedal around. Chances are your hamstrings are not ready for a full, pause. Move. And then let's come to a fold. Feet close to your hands, hands close to your feet. Hang upside down for a moment. Sway side to side. Bend your knees, come into a chair. Rise your arms, and let's rise our body all the way up. Bring your hands back to heart and pause. So pause here. With your hands to heart is always a sign, just a way to show yourself that you are good with yourself. Take a moment and remind yourself how amazing you are. I recognize the light in you. I hope you'll recognize the light in yourself too. So let's enjoy building up some sun salutations. The sun's out today. Let's say hi to it. Rise your arms. Big breath. Exhale and let's go touch the ground. So bend your knees, lift your bum, drop your head. On the inhale, come to half up. Lengthen your legs, flatten your back. And then exhale and go touch the ground again. I'd like you to sit into your chair, come into a squat, and then rise. And bring your hands to heart. And pause for a moment. Let's rise again. Fold. Half up. Fold. Now rise straight up, straight back. Use your legs, reach it up. And bring your hands to heart and pause here again. Notice the temperature, the breeze, the birds. So when we do our half sun salutations and sun salutations, you're welcome to come up squat-like or straight back, or even round back if you want. Okay? We're going to do half sun salutations 3 times. I'd like you to close your eyes and just enjoy your own style. Rise it up, big breath. Or have, soft gaze. Fold. Half up. Fold. Rise. And bring your hands to heart and repeat that 2 times. Something comes up on the inhale. The exhale brings you down. The inhale brings you half up. The exhale brings you down. And the inhale rises you with a beautiful energy. And your hands come to heart and you pause. And repeat 1 more time. Follow your breath speed. Let things go. Beautiful. Pause. Let's work our balance. We're surrounded by trees, so I'd like you to create your own tree. You're going to support yourself on your right leg and lift your left. So notice there's different shapes of trees. create your own shape. If you want to see traditional, go. If you want to do something different, do it. Okay? Your hands can be wherever. So tree pose, the foot is either on the lower shin or thigh, but not on the knee. Right? If you want a real challenge, not that this is not a challenge, close your eyes. The world completely shifts. Beautiful. Let's take a wide stride. Bend your knees slightly, rise your arms. Now let's create a huge circle from one end to the other, all the way down and around. And when you come back up, create a nice squat. Go down and come up. Let's go the other side. Exhale all the way down. Inhale all the way up. Exhale into your squat. And rise it up. Toe heel in. And pause. And let's do that tree on the other side. Support yourself on your left leg. And create your tree. And when you move, it becomes a dance. Right? It's not a failure, it's a dance. Let's take a wider stride and roll. Rise it up, big breath. Slight bend in the knees, let's go around. Once you're up, find your squat. Rise it up and go the other way. Settle down into your squat. Rise it up, toe heel in, and pause. Mountain pose, hands by your side. Again, eyes shut or soft gaze. That breeze is lovely. So let's have fun with a few warriors. Right leg forward, left leg back for warrior one. So your back leg is slightly on, the foot's turned back, the front knee is bent, your hips are looking towards where you're looking. You can bend the knee and then rise your arms and hold. Once again, if this is not comfortable, causes issues in your shoulders, neck, you can have your arms wherever, just not here. Just enjoy. What does it feel like to be in this pose, listening to nature? Good. From here, you're going to create your tree pose. The back leg comes forward, and you try to gracefully transition. Hello, little squirrel. Like, who are all these people on my land? Yeah, that transition went well. Good. Let's release this and do a half sun salutation. Rise it up. Take your time. Exhale and fold. Half up. Fold. And rise. Bring your hands to heart, and now it's going to be the left leg that's going to step back for your warrior one. Set it, enjoy it. Whenever you want to challenge a pose, close your eyes. It seriously changes everything. How's your breath? Make it big. Make it ample. Fabulous. Let's go for a tree pose here. Lift and gently set and create your tree. And let's release that. Half sun salutation, that'll bring us down to the mat. Rise it up. Fold. Half up. Fold and step back to your mat. Wiggle around in tabletop. From here, go to downward facing dog. Press it back, or child's pose. Move it around. And we're going to go to a plank, so it's your choice to stay on your feet or come down to your knees, whichever serves you best. Your shoulders are past your hands, your core is engaged, your quads are engaged, your bum is tight, so your back is not arching. Good. From there, you get to do the down part of a push-up. Chaturanga. Let's come down. Once you're down, I'm going to get you to lift your head and your chest away from the mat. Just small back bend. And then come back down and then push yourself to tabletop and then child's. Relax your wrists, your hands, wiggle your child's, or find peace and quiet. We're going to end up standing into a fold, so you can go through downward facing dog to go there. So take a breath to rise, push yourself backwards so you can get on your feet, then step your feet in, create your fold, and then rise. And bring your hands to heart. So we're going to combine a few of those things. You're going to support yourself on your right leg and lift your left into your tree pose. And if you'd like to challenge your tree pose and make it into a figure 4, you can do that, where the foot crosses, right? And you can bend, right? Totally up to you, or you can bend. From this position, let's go to warrior 1. So last person to put the foot back wins. Not sure what you win, but you win. Nice and slow. Create your warrior 1 nice and slow. You're not in a hurry, and then pause. Now let's go to that plank. So step back with the foot. Hold your plank. So tight bum, tight quads, cores engaged. Beautiful. Take a deep breath. Bring it down. Exhale. Now your back bend can go beyond just the chest lifting. If you'd like, you can push through your hands, arms, and lift the belly and thighs off the ground. Now let's go back to our tabletop and choose child's or downward facing dog. Now come to a fold, so step your feet close to your hands, hands close to your feet. Be upside down. On your inhale, rise. And bring your hands to heart. And we do our tree on the other side. So support yourself on your left leg and create your balance. So I've suggested tree and figure 4. If you'd rather do some funky thing, you know, go for it. And as slow as possible, find your warrior 1. Sink into the warrior 1 and pause. Come down to the mat, plank, chaturanga, cobra, child's or down dog. So come on down on your exhale. On your inhale, create a back bend. On your exhale, choose child's or down dog, and we'll be there for about 4 breaths. Totally up to you what you prefer. On your next inhale, we'll meet in a fold at the front of your mat. Come to half up, fold, and strong rise. And bring your hands to heart and pause. Let's find our balance pose again. Right leg's the supporting leg. So again, it can be that you're challenging your tree pose with the foot higher. It could be that you're challenging it with the eyes closed, the leg crossed, going further down. Don't wait for me, but if you want to bring your bum to your heel and heel to your bum here, go for it, right? Or it might be that you want to try and tackle the stretching of the buttocks, going further down. It's up to you. A slow journey to warrior 1. From here, let's discover our warrior 2. So you just open up, reposition that back foot a little further. So basically warrior 2, we're all looking in different directions, and that's fine. Your knee, the front one, is definitely trying to go towards the baby toe. Relax into the shoulders. Traditional would be that you would gaze over the middle fingers, either past or to them of the front hand. But that might be a little bit tough on the shoulders. You can drop your arms if you feel that's better. From here, we're going to continue with what you know, the vinyasa, plank, chaturanga, cobra, down dog. So step the foot back. Come into your plank, either on your knees or your feet, come down, follow your breath, create your back bend, and then find your child's or your down dog for 4 breaths. Go for it. Enjoy. Now, if neither the down dog or the child's are pleasant, you can go into hero's pose. Let's meet in a fold at the front of our mat. Hop, step, float, crawl, doesn't matter. Half up, fold, and rise. Hands to heart. Support yourself on your left leg. Create your balance. You choose. My left leg's that one, right? Again, you get another chance to revisit something, and hopefully it's feeling more familiar. You're more comfortable with maybe challenging it, but know that there is no need to challenge it, right? Go away. And we head off to Warrior One. Once you get there, just settle. Warrior Two. Realign, lengthen, relax shoulders, find that point that you're going to focus on. And that's called your drishti, where you're focusing on, where you're looking. You're looking, but you're not really looking. Every exhale, feel like this is more familiar and more comfortable and more relaxed. And let's continue our vinyasa. Plank, chaturanga, cobra, down dog. Step it. Take a deep inhale before you go down. You exhale. You inhale for your back bend. Exhale to child's or down dog. Or heroes. Whichever works. We meet at the front of the mat in a fold, half up, fold, and rise. Bring your hands to heart again. And we're going to go through that balance challenge one more time. The last one for you today with me. Right leg's the supporting leg. Where do you want to go? Maybe something different. So the version I'm doing is the half lotus version. Way to go. Do some dancy schmancy thing. Warrior One, send it back. And hold it. Warrior 2. Realign. Front foot in line with the arch of the back foot. Relax the shoulders. Even though it's a warrior, you're not attacking. You're settled in. Now we're going to exalt the warrior. You can choose to stay in a deep bend and reach the arm back, or lengthen if your leg is screaming at you. Right? Your choice. A reach. And then we're going to do extended side angles. So the knee goes back to a bent position. Reach the back arm forward. You can rest your forearm on your thigh, but try not to rely on it too much. Now we're going to go with the vinyasa again, but if you're thinking, I don't want to do another push-up thing again, you can go straight to child's or down dog. So it is plank, chaturanga, cobra, down dog, at your own pace. Remember, child's is beautiful too. Let's meet at the front of our mat in our fold. Half up, fold, and rise. And bring your hands to heart. Your final balance challenge for the other leg. Left leg is your supporting leg. You don't even have to choose the same thing that you did on the other leg. You can. You don't have to. Have fun. If you've been dying to do Dancer 1, do Dancer 1. Warrior 1. Warrior 2. Pause. Your choice to straighten or keep the leg bent for your exalted. And then extended side angle. So you reach the back arm forward. Enjoy the lengthening of your side. And you have one last vinyasa, plank, chaturanga, cobra, down dog. Or simply go to child and hang out. It is your last one. Now we're going to have a seat on our mat, so find a way there. Ah, there you go. You can have your legs crossed or bent, doesn't matter. Just enjoy. Drink up. Need to do that in the evening so I can say drink up. Let yourself flow. Actually, that might just happen. It's not noon yet. Okay, let yourself sway. Just let yourself sway. Oh. Let the head move around. Good. I'm going to get you to lengthen your legs in front of you for a moment. I just feel the urge for a little bit of a bend, so let's see. Just a gentle bend forward. If you want to add some, zhuzh to it, don't try and go further. Bring your toes to your face. You'll get the action you want, the sensations. I want you in a state where you're not forcing it. You just feel like you can hang out here. Come on up. Now we're going to pivot our legs to create 90-degree angles. So you're going to take your left leg back and your right leg's going to go across the front. So it's a 90-90, right, 90-90 kind of thing. Good. So if you feel a little tenderness in the hip joints, give it a little loving with a little massage, right? And what you're going to end up doing is you're going to rotate towards your feet. Use your hands and help yourself out to a nice rotation and just hang out here. So kind of check out how dirty your back foot is. And let's rotate the other way. So look at the world the other way. So as you're here, you're going to feel a little bit of tension in your ribs, for sure, in the side ribs. I want you to breathe into there. Breathe deeply into those ribs. Come back and center yourself. You might need that left arm to push yourself straight, but if you can, try and do it without it or the least possible. Now that right knee, I'm going to ask you to lift it like a clam and then lower it, just very slowly. Lift it. Once again, if the hip joint is not cooperating, give it a little loving massage. Okay. So that one's not bad. Now keep the knee down and try and lift the foot up to the sky. It's not as much movement. Oh no, it's frustrating. We want more. Just get it lifting and lowering. And if you're thinking it's not lifting and lowering, guess what you need to do is homework. Okay, now we're going to lift both at the same time, knee and foot. Lift it. Now bring it around. Bring it as far around as you can. Maybe grab it and give it a hug. And sit your bum down. Okay, if this bottom leg is in the way, you can lengthen it. It gives you more space. If you feel like rotating, hello, go away. If you feel like rotating, go for it. But some people, rotation in your back, if you have, SI joint issues, the rotating might not be the wisest thing. Just get the squishing of the leg into your body instead. And when we undo, we create the 90-degree angles on the other side. So just flip your legs over to the left. Good. Let's rotate towards our feet. Think tall. Yeah, there. Now let's rotate to the other side. Find the breath in the ribs. Maybe sip in a little extra air. Come back to the center, and let's lift the knee like a clam. Hello. Up and down. All right, rest the knee and lift the foot, and then bring the foot down. All right, good. One side's probably more cooperative than the other. And then we lift both. The knee and the foot's off the ground. And then bring it around. And give it a big hug. Drop your bum. Stay forward or rotate depending on what flavor you prefer. Straighten the leg and underneath you if it would help you with the stretch. Let's release that and bring our legs in front of us. One last little fold this way. You can even walk your bum back to try and get off of your buttocks, which helps with the fold. And again, rather than trying to reach your head and chest to your legs, try and touch your toes to your nose. You'll get it. And then release. All right, let's come to our backs. And lay back. Bring your knees into your chest. And create a nice little rocking action. And then kick your feet up towards the sky and just leave them there. Relax head, neck, shoulders. It's not a core exercise. It's actually an exercise in relaxation. Just hang out. I'm going to get you to bring your feet down onto the ground or mats, but your knees are going to remain bent, and we're going to go into bridge. So from here, lift your buttocks off the ground, lift your belly to the sky, and hold that for a moment. And then slowly bring your bum down. You're going to lengthen your right leg. Open your arms in a T and let that left leg rotate over the right leg. So you are creating a rotation, right? You're just rotating over. You can have both legs bent if it feels better. You can rest a hand on that knee that's up in the air, just like a paperweight, hold it down. Now just shift onto your back and leave the long leg where it is. The bent leg's going to kick up towards the sky. So you were in a rotation, you just lift the leg up. Good. And see if you can try and touch the foot to beyond your head. So you're trying to do the splits without even touching your leg. I mean, you can touch it, but don't force it, right? If you're craving a core workout, the bottom leg would come off the ground. But at this point in the game, if you feel like just hanging out, leave the foot down. Simply switch legs. The other one comes up, the other one goes down. It could be a very restful position, or it can be totally engaged with core, lengthening of legs, perhaps even reaching beyond your head and lifting your torso. You can amplify this or just hang out. If your bottom leg is not resting yet, please do so. Let the top leg bend and create your rotation. Just let the leg go to the opposite side. Have your arms in a T position or have them as pillows behind your head. Oh, don't force it. Enjoy getting, quieter in this pose. Every exhale gives you permission to get quieter. I almost feel like saying looser, just softer. Take 4 more breaths here. And then bring both legs back to your chest. A nice little tuck. Rock side to side. Just give a little loving to your back. You're going to put your right foot down on the mat. Left foot goes across the knee or thigh area. And pause here. I'm going to give you 2 options. You can take the right foot off the ground and drive the knee towards your chest and everything comes to you. Or you can create a rotation where that left foot will drop towards the right. So you can play with both. And then figure where you're getting the most benefit. And pause there for a moment. Deep breaths. And when you're ready, we do the other side. Switch legs, that goes across. You can lift the left foot up and drive everything to your body. And then you can tip to the side. One of them will feel more beneficial than the other. Or if you find both is sweet, take time for both. And then the next few breaths, you're going to choose if you feel like going into Shavasana or seated meditation, or one then the other. So take your time, settle in nicely, let everything go. Shavasana is you lie down. You enjoy. You can have your knees bent or your legs straight. Let your entire body find stillness. An upright meditation can be fabulous as well. You worked hard during the physical practice, and it was all to make this final pose be magnificent. Allow full stillness to take over your body and your mind. I almost don't dare tell you that it's the end. You look so comfortable. Take a deep breath and exhale through your mouth. And start to move your body and come to an upright position. And if you feel like staying lying down, stay. But once you're in your upright position, bring your hands to your heart, like on your heart, and really congratulate yourself for practicing, slowing down. Good timing. Let's overpower his lawnmower. Let's chant Om. One nice loud big time. Take a deep breath. Namaste. Go have a great day. Way to go.